Do the pretty girl rock, 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 rock. Hi everybody, Natasha Paris here. Is everybody excited on this Monday night? This is going to be fabulous. I don't know who this message is for tonight, but I think it's going to be really good. So as you're coming in, say hi, don't be shy, drop a few emojis down there, and let's have a great discussion. Come on, say hi. Come on in. Hi, husband. My husband's in the house. Thank you for the, yes, Gently's in the building. You guys, this is going to be good. I don't know who this is for tonight. Leilani, welcome. Go ahead and share this out. Let's get some people in this room because this is the Covenant Project. This is the Covenant Project, the beginning of the Covenant Project. Hey, Tanja. Hey, Melissa. Are you guys ready? Okay, guys, it feels good to be out of Facebook jail. Okay, I've been in Facebook jail. I was in Facebook jail for like 3 days. Okay, I didn't like it. They let me out. I am free, so I get to bring y'all this message tonight. This is gonna be so good. So you guys know as I come on here, hey Bonnie, I am passionate about marriage. Okay, so I'm starting this 6-week course. It might be 6 weeks, maybe 5 weeks. I'm not sure. Yes. It's called the Covenant Project, okay? It's going to be so good. It's starting December 6th. That's when it's starting. Yes, November 6th. Hey, Jessica, it's going to be amazing. I'm partnering up with Chizette Cohen, and if you guys know who she is, you already know. It's going to be awesome. So we're going to get right into it. Come in and share this. We're about to talk about marriage tonight. We're about to talk about relationship tonight, and it's going to be good. Okay, so many of you guys know my story. So if you don't know, I married my high school sweetheart. Okay, we've been together since we were 13 years old. Do you guys think I have a story? Do you guys think I have a lot to share? Can you imagine that, being with the one person since you were 13 years old, right? Getting married, don't know anything about marriage, right? And having to learn everything inside your marriage. Wouldn't you think I would be qualified to teach about marriage? I would. Okay, so this is part of my purpose, guys. This is why God created me, and I am so confident in it, okay? I am so confident. I am life certified to teach about marriage. So we're going to get into it. Can I still do it? Husband wants out. I am still standing. Oh, yes, you can, girl. Yes, you can. This message is for you. Okay, my darling, stay tuned. This message is for you. You know, guys, when I come on here, I never know who I'm talking to. I always do it for an audience of one, okay, because it's part of my purpose. It's connected to who I am, right? So, my friends, stay tuned, okay? Let me tell you real quick before I even get started. Let me free you right now. The Bible says, you know I do Bible, right? The Bible says he has called you to peace. If he chooses to leave, the Bible says you have been called to peace, okay? So hold on to that word. That doesn't mean it's over, okay? But God will let you know when you've been free, okay? When you have to throw them deuces and move on. What I don't want you to do, okay? I do not want you to be in despair. I don't want you to walk in depression, okay? Because that's a distraction. Because what the enemy wants you to do, right? The one that hates your guts, every single day he wakes up, he has 3 things for you: kill, steal, and destroy your life, okay? I don't want you to live in this place where you're just so down, so depressed, and you're missing out on your purpose. Because if he can distract you from your purpose, he got you, all right? So be encouraged, my sister. All right, so tonight we're going to talk about how you can fight a good fight, okay? And this is how my marriage is, okay? I have fought a good fight. You look at me, I look good, right? I don't look like what I've been through. But you know, like, I'm in a part of my marriage now, I'm in it to win it. And this is what I want to talk about. I want to talk about defying. I heard this message that T.D. Jakes preached. And he was talking about defying the urge to quit, okay? That's what I want to talk to you. But I switched it up a little bit because, you know, I got to put my own little swag to it. So I titled it to How to Fight a Good Fight. So I'm going to talk to you about 3 points tonight, okay? Thank you. The first thing is, will you finish? Okay, a lot of people, and as we're kids, as soon as something got difficult, you guys, our parents was like, go ahead and quit. Right? So a lot of us are just accustomed to just quit. Whenever things get hard, whenever things get difficult, we want to do what? We want to quit. But let me tell you something. Marriage is a mystery. Okay, marriage is not something you just jump in and as soon as something gets difficult, you say, what? You know what? I'm tired. This is too hard. I quit. No, defy that urge to quit. Okay, because once you in that marriage, once after you have made that vow, you in it to win it. Okay, my pastor used to say, after you say I do, you're through. I mean, that's it. That's it. There's no, I want to try this thing out for a few years, and if it doesn't work, I'm done. No, that's not what it. That's why I love to talk to people before they even get married. That's why the Covenant Project is for everybody. You know what I mean? Single, married, divorced, it doesn't matter. You need to be in this course. Okay, you need to be in this course because a lot of people jump into marriage and they have not counted the cost. Okay, they have not counted the cost. They get in this thing. Yeah, they get in this thing. Hi, D. They get in this thing and they don't even understand, what they're getting themselves into. They see these movies on TV. They see the beautiful white dress, right? They see the parties afterwards. But they don't even understand. They don't even understand the work that it goes into it. And have you ever thought, hey, Tamel, have you ever thought, why is it so easy to get a marriage license, right? It is easier to get a marriage license than to get a driver's license, right? How many of you in here agree with me? Before you got a driver's license, you had to take this drug test. First, you had to get your restricted license, right? Then you had to take a written test. Then you had to take a driving test. It put you through all this stuff. But for you to get a marriage license, they require nothing. No classes. No education, no one teaches you anything. You just go and say, you know what, I want to get married. And they say, okay, no problem. Here's your license. Nobody has taught you nothing about this. Why is that? Why is that, you guys? Okay, we do not invest. Before we even get into this thing, we don't even invest and take the time to find out what this covenant, that's why it's called the Covenant Project. We don't even take the time to find out what this covenant is. I'm not gonna even get into the how deep marriage is. We're not gonna talk about that. I don't even know who it is tonight. Maybe it's just one person defining the urge to quit. Okay, because a lot of times, people get in their marriage. I've heard so many things. Well, you know what? He doesn't treat me right. Really? That's the reason to divorce? That's the reason to walk out? No, it's not. Okay, we're gonna get to that in a second. It's not for the faint of heart, okay? Will you finish? Okay, because marriage is not for the faint of heart. It's not for those people that says, you know what? Oh my goodness, things are so hard right now. He's just not complimenting me. Man, this man leaves. I've heard of. I went to this launch for a marriage ministry that's beginning. And she was teaching us how some people would get a divorce because their husbands could never, get past of leaving the toilet seat up. That would cause divorce. That is so petty. That is so petty. There's so many different reasons why people quit. Just little itty bitty reasons. Because why? As we were raised up, every time something got difficult, we were already raised and trained to just quit. That is not marriage, okay? It is not for the faint of heart. You got to go in this thing with your heart so secure that it's bigger than you. You understand what I mean? Point 2. Here it is, guys. Faith it till you make it. Okay? Marriage is about faith. It's about faith. It's about believing. It's about dying to yourself. It's about hey, Teresa Gale, it's about dying to that flesh every single day, knowing that you are there to serve that other person. So if you're going into this thing thinking like, you know what, this is what I want. You have a list of the things that you want your spouse to do for you. And when they don't do these things for you, you get so upset. You get so broken down. That list that you have is the same list that you're supposed to be performing for your spouse. That's how this thing works. This thing doesn't work, I have this list and this is what I want for him to do for me. That list is for you to do for your spouse. That's how this thing works. And that's why a lot of times, people have so much trouble in their marriage because they're so selfish. They think marriage is all about them. It's all about them being served. It's all about what I want, what's good for me, how much is he gonna do for me. All this whole time is me, 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 me. That's not what marriage is about. Marriage is about serving your spouse. That's what it's about. Can you imagine 2 people in a marriage and both of them have that mindset, right? And that's why marriage counseling is for Everyone. You know, it's not for when things get bad. Now you want to start looking for someone to counsel you, to mentor you. No, everyone should be. If you're married, you should have a marriage counselor, a marriage mentors. You should have that. Because when it's good, you need to be in counseling. When it's bad, you better be in counseling. But you don't wait until things get really bad and then you sitting in counseling and you're looking at each other crazy. At that time, it's almost too late. If you get to the point to where you have to get to counseling, it's almost too late, because you're supposed to already, have at least have already some marriages in your circle, right? You should at least surround yourself with some healthy marriages. And a lot of y'all don't do that. You know what a lot of you guys do? Let me talk about you. I'm gonna talk about you right now. This is what you do. You sit there and you surround yourself with marriages and you start comparing yourself to your married friends. That's what you do. You go in there and then here we go. Wives, come on, say me if you're guilty. You come home to your husband and be like, oh, well, this and this so husband does it like this. Well, this and this so husband does it. He don't do this. Oh, well, he don't do that. Why would you do that? That's like you inviting someone else's marriage, somebody else's husband in your bedroom. So you are sitting there comparing. And Alexa and I talked about this morning. And you can take this as business too. What did we say? Comparison is the thief of joy. Okay? So when you sit there, you start comparing your marriage, right, to another marriage, dangerous ground. Okay? Dangerous ground. You cannot do that. That is, don't ever to your husband to your wife, sit there and compare to another marriage or to another spouse. Well, he does it like this. Yeah, me too. Yes, that stuff is fake. Oh my gosh, that stuff is so fake. When you see people post these beautiful pictures, Alice and I've done it too. Get your life. Okay, I'm guilty. Like, stuff is all good. Boo. Let me tell you something. Can I tell you the truth? Everybody going through something. Everybody has issues. Okay, there is no perfect marriage, and I can be the first one to tell you. Okay, nothing around here perfect. Okay. We are in it to win it. That's what we're doing. Like, we're in it to win it. We understand that this thing, hey, Zanelle Delgado, we understand that this thing is bigger than us. Do you understand that? Once you understand, you get into your mindset, like, my marriage is bigger than me. I'm in this thing to win it, okay? Let me tell you something else. This is what gets me through when I get, like, in this place where, I'm like, God, I can't take it no more. You know what I mean? Like, has anybody want to tell the truth tonight? Say me. Has anybody gotten a place in there? I've been married 21 years. So maybe because I've been in it so long, I've had these moments, and maybe you haven't. You probably had that perfect marriage, right? But me, I've had this point in my marriage to where I'm like, God, Jesus, am I going to die here? Am I going to die here? Are you going to let me die here, right? Anybody? Say me. Yeah, say me if you've been in that place, in that relationship, in that marriage, like you feel like you're going to die. I'm telling you, go past that, go through that, push through that, defy that urge to quit. Because let me tell you what's going to happen if you do. Because thank you. Because this is what happens if you do. And I am a living witness, okay? If you defy that moment while you're in the depths of that pain, the depths of that hurt, right? And you defy and you get past that moment. There's this thing called the breakthrough, right? Breakthrough. And sometimes when we're in it, we can't even see past it. We can't even see past, like, living, right? Because that hurt, that burden, it's so heavy. But I'm telling you, and I'm not talking to I'm talking to the ones that understand that their marriage is what people say made in heaven, that you understand that you're on assignment. Anybody? I understand that my marriage is an assignment, because on the depths of, and I learned this weekend in this marriage that Chizette taught. In the midst of it, and this is what you do. This is good. Prepare to copy, okay? While you're in the midst of it, all right, what you do, imagine, and I'm talking about in the depths of that pain, anybody, okay? What you do is you imagine someone else that you're going to be able to help. That's what you imagine, okay? Once you understand that your marriage is bigger than you, that's when you can say, you know what, I am a power couple. Because a lot of people call themselves a power couple only because they can match outfits. They think that's cute, okay? They think that's cute because, you know what? Oh, look, we have the same outfit. That's so cute. No, that's not a power couple. A power couple is a couple that has made it through the hard times. whether it is sickness, whether it's through death, whether it's through infidelity, whether it's through a loss of a child, whether it's through, a death of a family member. They made it through that hard time. They didn't quit. They defied the urge to quit. Those are the one, okay? Those are the one that can call themselves a married couple. But if you said, you know what? This man is not paying the bills. This man's staying out late. Now I want to quit. Really? Okay, and here's my favorite one. Well, I'm not happy. He doesn't make me happy. I'm not happy anymore. Who told you that marriage was supposed to make you happy? Who told you that lie? Who told you that lie? Where is that? Show me. Okay, that's right. Y'all didn't go to school. They didn't put us through a class, right? They just gave us a license. Nobody told us, right? Nobody told us that marriage, right, was not supposed to make us happy. That's not what this thing is about. This thing is not about we're supposed to wake up every morning and we're happy. That's not what it's about, guys. Okay? This thing is about a covenant. Okay? If you want to know who you are, at the depths of your core, get married. Because this is what's going to teach you. This is the thing that's going to teach you who you are. It's going to teach you if you understand forgiveness, get your life. It's going to teach you if you understand humility. If you really want to know if you're a Christian, try your marriage out. Because all the stuff that you're supposed to do, because a lot of times we think that, these big sins, okay, committing adultery, what else, right? Sexual sin, right? What else? Name some big sins, okay? Murder, strife. No, okay? It's the things about being able to serve. These are little small things that we can't even get past, right? You learn all that stuff in your marriage, because your marriage is all about serving. It's all about humility, loving. Okay? Can you love him when you don't like him? Can you? Can you love that man? Can you love that woman when you don't even like them? Has anybody been there? Right? There's been times in my marriage I couldn't stand my husband. Because see, look, I'm the girl that will tell you the truth. I'm the one that will give it to you real and raw. There was times in my marriage, I'm going to tell you the truth right now. It sure will, Richard. Okay? There was times in my marriage, I didn't even like my husband. I didn't like him. He walked in the door, I was like, ugh, why is he here? And I'm sure there was plenty of times, okay? Yes, Satara, there's been plenty of times that man didn't like me, and we get married to these people and they're not going to change. That's the mentality of people, because we didn't go to school. We didn't go to marriage school. So they didn't tell us that these people that we marry, they're going to change. And I'm telling you, I've been with my husband since I was 13 years old. Okay? 13. Okay? So imagine the changes that we've had to go through. And a lot of y'all, because we didn't go to marriage school, they gave us this license, right? We get in this thing, right? We're in this marriage, and all of a sudden, if you have not shared this out, share it right now, please. Okay, this is fire. I feel like somebody's getting helped right now. Okay, we get in this thing and we feel like this person is going to be the same person we said I do to. What a misconception. Wow. What a lie from the devil. Right? It's the biggest misconception about marriage. It's almost like if you bring a cat in a room, it's going to change the environment. If you bring a dog in the room, things are going to change. If you bring a baby in the room, the whole atmosphere is going to change. So how do you imagine you bring another human being? I'm going to read all these comments when I'm done because I don't want to get distracted. How do you imagine you bring another human being into your space, into your life, and then you don't expect your environment to change? Of course it's going to change. Not only is your environment going to change, he's definitely or she's definitely going to change, and you're going to change. But this is what happens. This is a mistake that we make, right? The person start to change, and because we're selfish on the inside, right? We didn't go to marriage school, okay? We didn't enter the covenant project that I have for 5 weeks. Get your life, get in it. I'm telling you, okay? We didn't go through these things, right? And we feel like, oh my gosh, what is happening? I wasn't expecting that, right? And we get an attitude, and we're ready to quit because we didn't understand that this person was going to change, okay? From 20 to 30, they're going to change. things about them's gonna change. There's things about my husband still, okay? And I'm like, who is this dude? Like, what? What is that? Why? Because he's changing. And guess what? I've changed. The 19-year-old he married, totally different person. Not the same person, okay? And a lot of us, we feel like, okay, we get married to this person, they're supposed to stay the same. It's not gonna happen, okay? And then, but here's the other issue we have. Once they start changing, right? Okay, I'm gonna give you an example because I can only talk about my marriage. I don't know about your marriage, but I'm very transparent, so I can talk about mine. So my husband, you know, in high school, he was like so quiet, so like reserved. I mean, he still is, you know, and I wasn't expecting for him to get in the military and start drinking, right? So when that started happening, I was like, what is that mess? You know what I mean? Like, I was confused. Like, you drink alcohol? Like, you didn't do that in high school. Why? I didn't know that this man was going to change. I didn't think that, you know, he was going to get around some, you know, army dudes and they was going to introduce him to alcohol and he was going to start liking this thing, right? So, of course, here I am. Well, let me just, you know, get all upset with him while he's going through his own changes, his own story. And this is another thing, guys. Understand. These are spouses have to go through they have their own testimony, all right? Like they have their own relationship with God. Like they have to find, you know, they have to connect with their creator. They have to have that relationship with their creator. So it's always between them, and this is how we mess up right here. Prepare to copy. We mess up because we feel like we got to get in it with them, right? Once they're going through, yes, Levi, I'm going to read your comment when I'm done. Once they're going through trying to figure out who they are, right? And they're trying to make this connection with their creator because I didn't create him, right? I didn't climb on the cross for Alex, right? As he's going through these changes, here I am jumping into his change. Why'd I do that for? That was dumb, right? Because what ended up happening to me? Now I'm broken. Now I'm upset. Now I'm losing who I am. I get all lost in that man, worrying about what he's doing. If somebody would have taught me, if I would have went to marriage school, if somebody would have had something for me like the Covenant Project, like I'm having for you guys, okay? If somebody would have told me these things were going to happen, I would have prepared myself. I would have known to be like, oh, really? Oh, you going through that with your creator? Okay, well, let me step out the way. Let me let you handle that, right? Right? Let me let you handle that with him. Let me just stay to the side and let me pray. Jesus, help him. Right? That's what I should have done. Didn't do that. I didn't do that. I jumped in the storm with Alex. Guys, the same thing. I got lost, just like Satara said. I got lost in that man's storm, and it cost me. So, guys, guess what? I'm now in my marriage. I'm on a mission, right? I'm on a mission to help a whole lot of marriages. Yeah, I've accepted the call. I've accepted the call because I understand all the stuff I went through, all the nights I had to cry, all the nights I was alone, all the nights I did all the stuff I did to my husband. I don't want to come on here and feel like and make it seem like, oh, I was this angel. Get your life. No, I was not, okay? Like I was this wonderful wife. I was this praying wife. I wasn't. Nobody told me, right? So I jumped into a lot of his storms, right? And when I went through my stuff, right? Because this was the thing. When he get into his storm, I jump in his, right? And I jump back out, do my own thing. Do you understand? Right? And I pray a little bit and I jump. It was just a mess. It was a mess, right? Yes, absolutely. Yeah. I'm on a mission to help you. That's what I'm on a mission for. I'm on a mission to help marriages get free so they can understand that marriage is not about you. It's something bigger than you. Because if you can understand, you can figure out what your purpose is within your marriage. He can figure his purpose. You can figure out your purpose. You come together. It's a beautiful thing. But I'm telling you, because marriage is so beautiful, there's somebody called, I like to call him the opponent in the ring with me, right? He hates marriages, guys. He hates it. All he wants to do is destroy all of them. Because if he can, have you ever heard anyone say, you know, I was living with him, and I heard it this weekend. I was living with him. When I was living with him, everything was great. Like we got along just fine. But as soon as we got married, all hell broke loose. Anybody heard that before? Anybody say me? Anybody say me if you ever heard, yes, if you ever heard someone say, you know, as long as we were living together, it was great. As long as we were dating, it was fine. But as soon as we got married, all hell broke loose. I'm telling you, yeah. Because it's a covenant, because it's beautiful, because God created it, and our opponent in the ring can't stand it. And this is why I am committed to win. I'm telling you, this is why I'm committed to win. And this is why I am committed to help you win. Because if you understand that it is not about you, it's about something bigger than you. It's about as you're going through and you become, you know, and you don't have to be perfect in your marriage, but you can use your story to help someone else. And that's what I'm doing. I'm using my story to help a whole lot of people. Okay? So that is why I am on a mission to help a whole lot of marriages. So if you are on here, and I'm telling you, this covenant project that we have that's starting November 6th, if you're single, I love to talk to the singles because you need it more than anybody else, okay? If you're single, you need it. If you're separated, you need it. If you're married, you better be in that class, okay? If you're divorced, you need it. It's for everyone because this is what I like to teach, and this is where my freedom came from, and I can share this with you every time I come on here because this is why I'm able to come on here and teach and share, because it wasn't until I figured out I had a purpose. It wasn't until then that my marriage got better, you guys. So that's why I'm in the Covenant Project, I'm going to help you figure that out as well. So if you get to the point to where, you know, you all lost in your marriage, it's because you have not found your purpose. It's because you're so worried about your spouse. You have not even figured out why you created. Because if you could leave him alone or leave her alone, let her go through her whirlwind or let him go through his stuff. It's his stuff. It's his stuff, you know, and then try to dig deep within yourself to figure out why you're here. Goodness, it lights me up. Do you see that? I get so excited, you know, to be able to help you figure that out. But that's all I have for you guys. I did not read any of these comments on there. So if you had a question for me and you want to put it in there right now, I can answer it for you. So I seriously didn't look down because I would have lost my train of thought. So if you have any questions at this time, I would love to answer them for you. I will go back and read some of these questions later and respond to all of them. Okay? Levi Garrett. Oh, you got kicked off? I'm sorry. Yes, you can catch the replay. Tandra, you can catch the replay. But hopefully I will see you guys in the marriage covenant, the marriage project. No, the covenant project. I will see you guys there starting November 6th. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be absolutely amazing. If you don't have any questions. Yes, okay, so many people has already private messaged me. Hey, Chelsea Force, so many people has already private messaged me for it. Yes, we're working on the landing page. We're working on everything right now. Seriously, we're working on it. So maybe in about 2 days, we'll have a sign up, a landing page for you guys where you can plug in. It's going to be, I'm telling you this, and I'm going to just give you just a little bit about it because we already have the outline, what we're going to be teaching every week. But it's going to be exclusive. It's going to be private. You have to pay to play. Because let me tell you, a lot of people will be like, oh my gosh, well, you have to pay. Yes, you got to pay. Okay. And when you go out to eat, do you pay? Okay. When you go to the store to buy you a purse, do you pay? You have to pay. You have to pay to play. And this is what I found with people. When they pay attention. Okay. So this is not for everybody. This is for the people that really, really want to invest in themselves. Okay. And that's what I do. I invest in myself to learn. I invest in myself to surround myself with the right people so I can grow. So if you're at a place in your life where you want to invest, where you want to grow, yes, private message me. I'll put you on my list because we cannot take everybody. We can't. I wish we could. So we have limited spots, okay? Because it's going to be a private forum because it's going to be cheaper than... You better believe it, my sister. Okay, hey, Edward Bermudez. So we have a private forum It's going to be a private Facebook group. So we're going to be going live in there. We're going to be doing some amazing discussions in there. And it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. So if you have not reached out to me privately, go ahead. I'll put you on the list. But in about 2 days, you will start seeing some, oh yes, definitely. Oh, you will pay. You will pay. One way or another, you will pay. No, this is not. This is not, Satara. This is going to be strictly for marriages, okay? So if you guys do not know who Chizette Cohen is, check her out. Her and I have partnered up together. She's written 2 books. I mean, she wrote a book called Marriage Mindset. Amazing. So not only are you going to get 1, but you're going to get 2. You're going to get 2 power-packed people that love, like we were called destined to teach about marriage. Okay, so you're going to get both of us for the price of 1. For 5, I think we're going to probably go for 6 weeks. So the 6th week's going to be a bonus week. Yes. So I know Dozy already said he wanted in. Okay, so there's going to be men in there. It's going to be amazing. So it's going to be 6 weeks. So I'm going to go ahead and say 6 weeks. It's going to be 6 weeks of like seriously like exclusive group coaching about marriage and purpose. And just being that husband or that wife, whatever it is that you need, we're going to be pouring in you for 6 whole weeks. Very, very intimate. It's going to be intimate. So that's also, does anybody else have any questions for me? Oh, Chelsea Ford is in the building, you guys. If you guys not following, this is my covenant right here. So do you guys remember when I said, Chelsea, put some emojis up. Do you guys remember when I said, you need to have some positive marriages around you? I can tell you this real quick. This is real. This is real stuff. Marriage is no joke, and people don't understand. When my husband and I went through one of the hardest times, that's her right there. When my husband and I went through some of the hardest time in our marriages, they were the ones. They were right there. The morning after, get your life, okay? They were right there helping us through some of the hardest things in our marriage. So I'm telling you right now, if you don't, and we're going to talk about this in the covenant project, if you don't have some close, I mean, people that got your back, you know, people that ain't gonna tell you, girl, you better leave him. Girl, I wouldn't take that. You know, some people tell you that, girl, you better leave. Girl, he's doing you wrong. Girl, you better cheat on him. All this stuff I've heard before. You know, if you have those type of people in your ear, get them out, get them out, get them out. Okay, so you need some people that understands marriage. Okay, Chelsea Ford and her husband, power couple. Okay, power couple. Okay, they do lives every single night about marriages. Stay Together is their brand. They're absolutely amazing. So if you guys are not following, if you want even, you know, more on marriages, like they do it as a couple, you know. So follow Chelsea Ford, send her a friend request. She would love for you to be part of her circle, and you can learn from her as well. She's my covenant. That's my covenant friend right there. Okay, guys, I love you guys. Thank you for staying on with me tonight. Private message me if you want. Yes. Yeah. Oh, you know, that's one thing I did not have my family. My family was really good when my husband and I went through stuff. Because I have a praying family. Thank God. I don't have a trifling family. You know, they were like, and you know, has anybody been in their marriage to where it's like you want to hear people tell you, you know, you want to hear people tell you to leave? My family never did that. It's like when Alice and I would go through some things, you know, it's almost like they were taking up for him. I'd be like, are y'all serious right now? But, you know, they loved, you know, what we had so much that they felt like, and that's how I feel about marriage. I feel like you can almost go through anything. You know what I mean? Like, I really do. I really feel like unless this man's beating you, okay, get your life, leave. Like, what are you doing? Okay? If you're being abused, you leave. You know, if this man is like, you know, hurting people, you know what I mean? Like, I don't expect for someone to stay in that type of marriage. But I can't stand stuff like, oh, I'm not happy anymore. Get your life. Stop. Okay, I can't take that kind of stuff. Or I can't take, oh, he's not working. Are you serious? Stop it. Get your life. I'm talking about, oh, here's another reason I tell people to leave. If helping that person is killing you on the inside, deuces. Like, I'm a firm believer because I've seen people stay in marriages where they were like so emotionally broken. You know what I mean? Like, this person is just really like eating them up on the inside to where they just can't get a hold of it to the point they want to kill themselves. Like, deuces. Like, it's not even worth it at that point. You know? Yeah, you can't stay if you are like dying on the inside, because at that point, you know, this person is like, trifling. Like I've heard some trifling, like narcissist people. You know what I mean? Like you married like a Nabal. You know, have you ever heard the story in the Bible? Abigail and Nabal. Like she married a fool. She literally married a fool. And some of us have married a fool. Now, if you married a fool, I can't, like, why did you do that? You know what I mean? That's why it's so important that you have to have marriage counseling. You know what I mean? Like, you just can't just, put yourself with someone and, God didn't tell you to, okay? Save yourself. Yes. Yes, Kiara, I believe that, boo. Save yourself first, okay? So that's all I have for you guys tonight. You're making me stay on here. There's 17 people on here. Can I answer any questions for you before I leave? I don't want to leave and you guys still have questions. So if there's anything else, I would love to answer for you right now. But the course starts November 6th. And I'm telling you, it's probably one of the best things that I would have ever put together because I am seriously passionate about marriage. I will do other things as far as parenting, purpose, just, women. But right now, this is the season. The season is for marriages because there's just so many of them that are hurting right now, And I counsel people all the time and I hear stories all the time. When I was at this thing this past weekend and these women were saying, nobody told me. She was like in year 1 or 2. I think she was like in year 3. And she was like, why nobody told me? Like she was serious about that thing. Nobody told her what it was really like. And I don't think a lot of people understand what it's really like, They really don't understand it. So we're going to talk about that in the course. So I love you guys. There's still 20 people on here. Do you guys have any questions for me before I jump off? Any questions? Any question? Hey, Lucienne. You guys catch the replay. It was really good. Any questions before I jump off? Okay. I see you guys. Some of you guys are leaving, so that's good. Okay. Any questions before I jump off? I'll give you guys a few seconds because I know there's like a lag. Hey, Elizabeth. What's up? What's up? So if you guys are just jumping on, catch the replay. I'm actually about to jump off. We're talking about marriage tonight. So just keep watch for this course. We're going to be starting November 6th. It's going to be absolutely powerful. What critical things? I was talking to my daughter about this today. What critical thing? The needful thing. Don't make me start preaching. But the needful thing in a marriage, and I told my daughter this, the first thing on the checklist, he better have a relationship. Alessia can probably come and teach that right now. She's sitting right there. It is like, and this is what I told my daughter. She's 20 years old, okay? I'm not going to share her story. She can share her own story. But she's never really been in a relationship. And she's, getting a little curious right now. And I told her, I said this. I said, the first thing that needs to be on your list is, does he have a relationship? So people are already messaging me about the course. Listen. Does he have a relationship with his creator? Or does she have a relationship? I'm going to tell you why that's important. And because, my husband and I, neither one of us had a relationship with our creator, okay? Because you cannot, hey, Padavi, you can, Nigeria's in the house. You cannot love another human being until you love two people. You got to love your creator. You got to love yourself. Once you do that, then you can love me. You know what I mean? It's crucial, okay? So if this person doesn't love first his creator, the person that created him, or created her, if he doesn't have a relationship, now I'm not talking about, he got to be super deep, or he got to, know all the scriptures in the Bible. That's not what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? I'm not super deep. I don't know all the scriptures in the Bible, but I have a relationship. Get your life. I have a relationship. When I'm going through something, I know who I can call on, And me as a woman, I want a man that can lead me. If he doesn't have a relationship, and he's supposed to be the head, I'm the neck, right? How am I going to follow him? Who am I following? You know what I mean? He's supposed to be led by who? So if he's going, I'm following him. So who am I following, right? So it's important as a man to have a relationship with his creator. That's number one. Because if he doesn't, like, where are we going? Like, you know what I mean? Like, who is he being led by? Like, who am I following? You know what I mean? So that's number one. That's number one. So there's going to be a lot of issues. This is me. You know, I'm a Christian. This is just my beliefs. You know what I'm saying? This is just my beliefs. I just feel like if he doesn't have a relationship with, and I'm not talking about religion, if he doesn't have a relationship, a connection with the person that created him, there's going to be problems. Okay? That's crucial. Absolutely. He better have a relationship with God. I'm sorry. That's just, I'm going to tell that to all 5 of my girls. That's the first thing. Hey, Corey, for my children to even bring home a husband, or, you know, for him to say, oh, mom, I'm dating, the first thing I'm going to ask him, does he have a relationship? That's going to be number one, because he's never going to be able to love Alexis, Deja, Natasia, Alexandra, or Isabella. He's not going to be able to love my girls if he doesn't love God or himself. You know what I mean? Because when he starts falling into trouble, when he starts hurting, when he starts going through things in life, when, you know, who's he going to go to? Right? Who's he going to go to as my leader? You know, who's he going to call on? That's why a lot of times these men get so broken. They get so hurt. They have no one to go to, right? And their little friends around them are all broken, all jacked up. So they're going to them to get advice. But if he had a relationship with his creator, he would know who to go to. And then he can lead me then. You know what I mean? Like, all right, let's go. I can follow you. You know what I mean? Like, okay, let's do it. But if you like walking blind, right? We're in trouble. Okay, so that's number one. He has to have a relationship. Any other questions? Let me see. I'm trying to see what else. Yes, so he has to have a relationship, and he has to, like, he doesn't have to be all put together. I'm not saying, you know, I put a post the other day. I said he doesn't have to be perfect. He just has to be forgiven. You know what I mean? You know, I would rather work with a man, you know, I would rather my girls bring home a man or whatever to us and be like, okay, mom, this is the person I want to marry, that, you know, he doesn't have a lot of money in the bank. You know what I mean? But he has character. He's loyal. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the kind of stuff I want. I want a man with character. Bring me home somebody that has integrity. God, come on now. I need someone that's loyal, right? I need someone who, like, ride or die, they're going to be with my daughters. That's what I want. You know, I don't care about money. Money don't do nothing. You know, I don't want you to be broke, get your life. Okay? But at the same, right. I don't want you to be broke. But at the same time, I know if you have a relationship, if you walk in integrity, if you have character, and if you're loyal, the money will come, boo. But you have to start with the foundation, right? The foundation, which is important. Anybody else? You guys know I do one-on-one coaching, okay? And I love one-on-one coaching because it gives me that time with my clients. You know, I can really sit down and really just talk to them and just really figure out, you know, what the root issue is. Because, you know, on here I can talk to you, but there's always a root issue. Okay, and that's what I love to get to. I need to find out what the root issue. Once I find out what the root issue, then we can start peeling some layers and, you know, and get to that. So if you need one-on-one coaching, holla at your girl. Oh, thank you, Kiara. That is one of my clients right there. So thank you, Kiara. All right, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and jump off. What's up, Al? I'm gonna go ahead and jump off. If you guys want in that course, private message me. I can save you a spot. In about 2 days, you will start seeing somebody else just now message me. Got you, girl. I got you. Private message me. I'll put you on the list, okay? It's going to be powerful. It's going to be absolutely powerful. I'll put you on the list. In about 2 days, you guys are going to start seeing a lot of stuff on social media about this course, this 5-6 week course. All right, guys, I love you guys. I'm gonna jump off. If you need anything, holla at your girl. Remember, always leave people better than you found them. That's a nugget right there. Love you guys. Bye-bye.